And good Monday morning to you, whether or not meteorologist Evan Hatter with a check of your forecast on this first work day of November, brought to you as always by our good friends at On Target. And just looking at the satellite this morning, you'll notice not a whole lot going on. Yes, this is in motion. There's just not a whole lot to be seen on the satellite display this morning. But if you've stepped out the door, even looked out the window, you notice there is quite a bit to talk about. Here is the view from our D93 Skycam downtown Bowling Green. We are socked in with the thick fog this morning. The dense fog out there continues. Dense fog advisory for about another 55 minutes or so. That'll expire at 7 o'clock this morning. But yeah, take it easy on the roads out there this morning. We've cooled so quickly as we've cleared out during the overnight that things quickly got foggy outside this morning. Here's the view from the Barren River Lake from our TV31 Proclaim broadcasting camera. And yes, you can see we are, especially over the water, socked in with that very, very dense fog out there this morning. So just take it easy on the roads. Allow yourself a little extra time to get where you need to go, especially now that we're just crossing the 6 o'clock hour this morning here on this November the 3rd. So it is looking rather foggy out there this morning. Part of the reason is, especially over the water, things are still warmer at the surface than they are just above our heads. Look at the temperatures out there this morning from the Kentucky Mesonet. 31 degrees, Morgantown and in Russellville, 32 Franklin and over towards Scottsville, 33 at the Research Farm. At the WKU farm this morning, 34 at Ephraim White Park, 35 on the Warren-Barron County line. So it is chilly out there this morning. Bundle up if you're headed out there, but improvement on the way as we head through this week. The weather map tells the story. High pressure centered over the Arklamis this morning. That is on the front side of it, bringing that northwesterly flow in that's really going to bring those temperatures and keep those temperatures on the chilly side, at least as we head through the morning hours with the dry air we have in place. Weak frontal boundary pushing towards St. Louis, Chicagoland area this morning. That'll eventually try to work our way as we head into the midweek time frame. There's just not a whole lot of moisture in the air that will try to bring that opportunity for showers or any kind of thunderstorms, at least toward the midweek. Could give us a slight cool down, but other than that, it's really going to be a mild week, comparatively speaking, that is, as we head through the next few days. Here you see the high-resolution rapid refresh this morning really picking up on those temperatures. You can see the line from the clear skies to the clouds staying in place. Areas off to the east like Somerset in the 40s, Pikeville mid-40s, whereas here we're dealing with those temperatures in the 30s. We'll warm nicely. We'll see some sunshine into the afternoon. That should boost the temperatures up into the 50s for daytime highs, and I think even warmer than that at times as we head through the daytime hours. We cool nicely, radiative cooling overnight down into the low 40s, upper 30s. We'll improve again tomorrow. The high-resolution rapid refresh shows us in the upper 50s to near 60. I think we could get well into the 60s at times during the day on Tuesday. Same thing on Wednesday, but we'll be watching that next round of showers or at least that frontal boundary that'll try to push through. But notice, this is the NAM view of the simulated radar, essentially, and you notice nothing to worry about today, nothing to worry about tomorrow. Even on Wednesday, as that front tries to scoot in, not a whole lot to worry about. Dry over the next few days, and that I think is going to be the general rule as we head through the remainder of much of the work week, at least the next 4 days. But things start to change as we head towards the end of the work week. It always seems to be on the weekends around here, and that looks to be the case as we head towards this weekend. GFS model output this morning showing there's that high pressure in place today into tomorrow, but notice as it shifts off to the east, we'll start to get what we call return flow. That's flow out of the south coming off the Gulf, and that will really bring us the opportunity for some warmer air, milder air as a matter of fact. Even as that front works in, it's just not bringing up a whole lot of moisture as we work into our day on Wednesday and into Thursday. So you see that low pressure getting going across the Great Lakes and southern parts of Ontario and Quebec. It's not trailing a front down here just because we don't have that really powerful shot of moisture that could cause that front to light up. So I do think we'll stay dry. Some extra clouds toward Wednesday and Thursday. But for the most part, we are staying dry. High pressure settles in for Thursday. That scoots off to the east, and then all eyes to the west. The models haven't been handling this well. You notice that low pressure just south of Hudson Bay into parts of Ontario drags a front through here, and you notice it starts to light up Friday afternoon into the evening. We'll keep an eye on that. The potential will be there. We'll be warm enough that this will certainly be all rain and the potential for maybe some thunderstorms. Right now, severe threat is not great, but we'll keep an eye on it as we work through late Friday into early Saturday. Some rumbles of thunder, some gusty winds a possibility. Not a huge deal, doesn't look to be at this juncture, but we'll keep an eye on it as we work through the week. And then moving on past that, another system tries to get working in here as we head towards the weekend and into early parts of next week. This one, again, could suffer from even less moisture than the one that's coming in on Friday and passes uneventfully, though some showers would be possible. But notice what happens. You notice these lines, those are lines of constant atmospheric thickness. They're a good analog for telling us, or a good indication of temperature in the upper levels. And that 540 line there, where you go from the red to the blue, that generally indicates colder air moving in. That's generally the freezing line at 850 millibars or 500 millibars. And so we'll be looking at that pushing on in. You notice, we get chilly. We get cold fast to start next week, but it's temporary. That pushes on out. Another trough tries to work in. The GFS not as bullish, but you notice it generates a big fat surface low across the center of the nation by next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but towards next week, late next week. That'll be our next opportunity for big-time showers, or at least another big-time system. We got a lot of time in the oven for that one because it's coming in late next week. But either way, an active pattern continues, punctuated by those areas of rather calmer conditions as we work through the week. So next 6-day weather forecast, upper 50s to near 60 today, mid-30s, another chilly night overnight. We get that return flow cranking as we head towards the middle of the week. Tuesday, 66, mid-40s on Tuesday night. That's the other thing you'll notice. When we get that return flow, those cooler nights start to get a little milder. And that's what we're dealing with on Tuesday. We go from 66 a high to 46 Tuesday night, up to the low 70s on Wednesday. An absolutely magnificent afternoon, though it could get a little breezy, especially on the back side of that shower, or on the back side of that weak front that'll try to push on through here. 42 Wednesday night, upper 60s Thursday, back into the mid-50s Thursday night as we increase the return flow and increase the cloud cover. That's ahead of that frontal boundary on Friday that could bring us a chance for showers and thunderstorms. Strong storms can't be ruled out. Severe weather, at least widespread severe weather, at this point doesn't appear likely. But again, we got 5 days to watch this. Just keep in the back of your mind some showers and thunderstorms likely on Friday. Into the upper 40s to near 50 Friday night. Back and mild on Saturday. We won't get that punch of cool air until that secondary boundary starts to work in late in the weekend and early next week, increasing the shower chance, but decreasing the temperatures. We're talking 40s potentially for highs as we head towards this time next week. But that'll just about do it for me right now. Weather or not meteorologist Evan Hanna with a check of your forecast here on this Monday morning, brought to you as always by On Target. Let's make it a great week out there as we head into the first work week of November.